it's time to check back in with psychic medium Travis Holp. He and I had a chance to spend some time together last week for a reading. And before we break that down, here's a little snippet of that conversation.
This passing feels very sudden to me. Like they're making my body heat up. They're making me feel like almost like I'm like ripped out of my body, if that makes sense to you. Yeah. So whenever I get a sudden passing, spirit will literally just pull on my shirt. And who's the D name, honey? Like, do you understand the nickname connection there? Do you know, where's the connection to, so they're giving me my sign and symbol for addiction. I know that this can cover a couple of things. Do you understand this connection though, sweetheart?
Yes, I do. Do people cry?
All the time.
Good. I'm not the only one that cries in your reading.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh my gosh. I have to say, Travis, I went into this a little bit skeptical. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's normal. And is that hard for you when people kind of come in that way?
No, you know, I think that skepticism is super healthy. I go into reading skeptical as well. I think discernment is, you know, it's kind of, it's helpful when going into reading because you don't want to just necessarily take everything that you're hearing as the gospel, right? You want to have just a sense of what you know to be true for you, and also, you know, it can be a little tough sometimes when you have someone telling you things about your family, right? You kind of want to be defensive. So I think skepticism is totally great. I can still connect with people's loved ones, doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And then you can, you know, their skepticism goes away,
yeah,
I guess.
I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. You know, I know what feels right for me. And if somebody hears the message and it resonates for them and they take it, amazing. If they walk away still skeptical, that's okay too.
I love it. You have a great, you know, just energy about you with that. And so you always ask the same first question with each person. What is that?
Yeah, the first thing I ask after I prep someone for reading, I ask them, what's the biggest thing you're hoping to take away from our time together today? Yeah. I do that because it sets the intention for the space together.
I love it. And should you tell a medium who you want to know? No.
Never, never. It's my job to do the heavy lifting, right?
Okay.
So I don't want to know anything about you, your loved ones. For me, it's important to work evidentially, meaning we're getting like the names, the dates, who they were to you. And I think that just helps drive home the message even further if the person is confident in who we're connecting with.
I love that. And if there's someone in particular, there definitely was in our reading that I wanted to, you know, experience, which we can talk about later. Is there something you should be doing to make sure that person comes through?
Yeah, you can just ask them. Just ask your loved one before the reading, hey, I would love if you came through today.
Wow.
And then think a happy memory of them. You know, when we're thinking happy memories, our vibration is raised and it just helps that energy come through. Because a reading, it's more than just me and spirit. It's me, you, and spirit. So if all of our energy is working together, that reading can come through so clear.
And how are you feeling? Like, what happens to you or your body when a spirit is coming through?
I get like an anxiety and I feel it right here.
Okay.
And so what I'll do is I'll just tune into that feeling and just kind of ask, who's here? Who's got a message? Who wants to come through today?
And for my reading, I was a little confused at one point, like, could it be this person? Could it be this other person? Is that common too, to be a little confused and ask for clarity?
It absolutely can. Like, I have two grandmothers where if you were to put their history, like the years they got married, how they passed, what they did for work side by side, it would be almost identical, right? So in readings, for me, if I have that kind of happening, I ask the spirit, okay, give me something super specific like we did in your reading, that this person is going to know, okay, this is who we're connecting with.
And can multiple come at once too, where you have to be like, whoa, slow down, like let's focus on one at a time?
They can. I do my best to set an intention before readings to have, you know, just one person at a time come through. But, you know, your loved ones are so excited that you're here and then there's a channel for them to speak through and work through. So it would kind of be like if you hadn't seen your family in a long time, they all rush through the door to say hi, right? So I do have to kind of, you know, wrangle them up and have them stand in line, but they, you know, they work well with me, so.
I love that. And for me, I think what really clicked when I did ask for, you know, that clarification, you said a couple things that no one would know. And I think that's when I was like, wow, like Travis is the real deal. Like you know, had a nickname that no one would know. You were talking about, you know, some back pain that this fatherly figure had, you know, before he passed. And I think that's obviously why I got so emotional, because it really was so real, but it also brought me so much peace. So before I get emotional with that, what do you hope people take away from your readings?
Just that sense of peace and healing, and that, you know, there is something beyond this physical life that we're experiencing, and that there is someone out there looking out for us, and that we continue on beyond just whatever's here in our physical bodies.
I love that so much. Do you have a favorite story that you feel comfortable sharing in any reading that's happened?
Yeah, I do. You know, I love what I do, and I have a deep belief in what I do, but whenever I see physical things, it kind of shakes me sometimes. And there was a reading where it was a young woman, and she had lost both of her parents, and we were connecting with them, and I'm sharing information, and the reading was great. And then my office sits down the hall from my bedroom, and all of a sudden we're in the middle of the reading, and she goes, you know, Travis, I just wish I could hear my parents say hello one more time. My Alexa in my bedroom goes, hello. And like we both stop, and I was like, did you hear that? And she goes, yeah, I heard that. And then it goes, hello, again. And I was like, my Alexa's saying hello. That's so weird. And she goes, do you know what's funny, Travis? I booked my appointment 2 weeks ago, and my Alexa has been saying hello every single day since I booked the appointment. I was like, well, you're getting your request. Your loved ones are coming through and saying hello. And it was such a beautiful moment.
That is, what a sign. And can people contact you too to have one-on-one sessions?
Yeah, you can go to my website, travisholp.com, or my Instagram is Travis Warrior Unicorn.
I love it. And I'm curious your thoughts on this. Can anyone tap into these kind of thoughts, or do you have to be, you know, a special unicorn like Travis Holp?
You know, I say everyone can, for their, you know, with your own family and your own loved ones. Absolutely, you can. You know, I kind of equate it to like this, right? It's like being a singer. Everyone can sing. Not everyone needs to go do it professionally, and that's okay.
Fair enough.
For your own loved ones, absolutely. All you need to do is just take a couple of nice deep breaths, calm your energy, and simply just ask them to be present.
Oh my gosh, it is such an honor sitting next to you. I am no longer a skeptic. Thank you for taking the time with us today. Really, really special.
Thank you, this was amazing.
And just a reminder, of course, Travis has a live show tonight at the Blue Mouse Theater in Tacoma. Check out his website for details.